We have reporters at polling locations across our region ready to bring you team coverage. And our Nicole Aponte hearing from Ohio voters, Brian Hamrick across the river in Kentucky with a look at the voter turnout there.
But first, our co-anchor Stephen Albritton live for us in Walnut Hills. That's where Ohio U.S. Senator and Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance cast his ballot this morning. Stephen.
Hey, Megan. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, so we've seen quite a few people coming through here to St. Anthony of Padua Church ready to cast their ballot. But around 9 o'clock this morning, we saw the full security detail. We saw the SUVs. We saw police and security. And then we saw the vice presidential candidate, J.D. Vance, his wife and his kids all show up together, hop out and head inside right behind me to cast their ballot. So no surprise, he voted for former President Trump, and he voted for himself, saying his wife did so as well. He also voted for Ohio businessman Bernie Moreno for Ohio's other Senate seat. Now, he says he feels good about the race, but you never know until you know, which could be a wait for all of us. I asked the senator and VP candidate about what it means to him to come from Middletown and now today be voting for himself to become second in command.
It's an amazing thing. My heart is just overwhelmed with gratitude to the generosity of the American people. The fact that I'm standing here is very much a testament to the fact that we live in the greatest country in the history of the world. The fact that I have a beautiful wife and 3 beautiful kids is more importantly a testament to the fact that we live in the greatest country in the world. So I think that what today represents is an opportunity to pay down a debt that I owe to this country. And if I am the vice president, I'm going to work as hard as I can to pay down that debt.
We've also confirmed on the Democratic side, Tim Walz, the VP candidate there. He also voted in his home state of Minnesota earlier. Now, while talking to Senator Vance, he was asked if he'd spoken to the former president at all this morning, and he said he hadn't at that time, but he said he had a missed call from the former president at like 3 in the morning after he was flying back from his final rally in Michigan, but was planning to call him back before he flies down to Florida, Mar-a-Lago tonight for their own watch party. Right now, Kentucky voters, they are also casting their ballots. Our very own Brian Hamrick, he's down there in Villa Hills. Brian, we saw lines this morning. How's it looking right now?
Yeah, well, there were some lines early this morning, but this is pretty typical of what we've seen all day. No real major lines out here, and part of the reason is because, you know, they've really taken steps to mitigate some of that. They've got about twice as many poll workers in some of these areas like they do here at River Ridge Elementary than they did in some of the other elections. So that's helped things run very smoothly. The other part of this whole thing is a lot of people voted in those early voting part of this process. So we had a lot of that out of the way. Now, I talked to people, what's driving in? They're talking about local issues. They're talking about national issues. So we've had a lot of people talking to us today about what brought them out to the polls. They are expecting maybe some lines a little later in the day. They're going to come in waves, probably in the lunch hour here and possibly when people get off of work. But so far, things have been running very smoothly and not a lot of waiting. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.
Gotta love to hear that the lines are moving quickly, so do expect some changes, though, as people get off work in the evening. Brian, thank you so much. All right, let's come back over here on the Ohio side of the river. Nicole Aponte, she's been out here since early this morning as well, watching those lines go through. You are in Madisonville. Nicole, what have you seen so far?
Well, Stephen, we're actually downtown right now. There are nearly 300 polling locations across Hamilton County that are welcoming voters to the ballot box this election day. I want you to take a look right now. This is Cincinnati Public Library. This whole line actually wraps around the block here. People ready to have their voices heard in this election. Also saw many of them with their children this morning as well, ready to introduce them to democracy in action. We watched as voters began lining up ahead of the opening of Ohio's polls at 6:30 this morning. Dozens of voters filed into the New Life Temple Church in Madisonville to become the first in Ohio to cast Election Day ballots. Lines appear to be moving pretty smoothly at polling centers despite large crowds.
It means that everybody's, invested. They care about voting, which is the important thing. At least vote, get out, and you care about your community, you care about your country, you care about what goes on.
All my life.
Wow.
It's really important to me to have your voice.
That was 78-year-old Betty Andrews. She was in Madisonville this morning, and she says despite having a bad knee, she actually walked over a mile to cast her ballot this morning and have her voice heard in this election. Polls do close in Ohio at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Election officials say if you are in line by then you will be able to cast your ballot too. Reporting live downtown, Nicole Aponte, WWT News 5. Stephen.
Nicole, thank you so much. So we are about halfway or a little over halfway through Election Day here on this November 5th, depending on what side of the state line you are in. But no matter where you are casting your vote, a big concern that's come up over in the last few years is election security and whether your ballot is counted and secure. So coming up in about 10 minutes, we're going to talk to election officials about how they're making sure that vote is safe and you can be confident in what's going to come out in these final numbers. For now, I'm Stephen Albritton, live here in Hamilton County. Kelly, Megan, I'll send it back to you both in the studio.
All right, Stephen, thank you.